All right, everybody, welcome back to the Farmstead. So I bought a new tool, Husqvarna 330 LK. I thought it'd be worth buying something. We only had one weed eater, and it was sort of very homeowner grade. And we have two places, the house and the property. So I thought, let's try one of these. I ended up getting it for a decent price. It was a display model. They weren't expecting to get any more, so they helped me out. So I didn't get any of the extras, like the box or anything. The only thing I really got was this. This has the quick detach, which is something that I kind of like. It's also got this automatic head where it'll just feed. You stick the string in and it will spoil up when you turn it. I'll show that in a second. I'm still learning this, but from what I'm picking up so far, the reason why I wanted something like this is because of the quick detach. We could put different things on it, like there's a chainsaw end that goes onto it. There's also one that has a blade. I've seen some videos. It's a brush cutter. And then I seen the possibility of putting a chainsaw or a circular saw blade on here. And I thought, that's super sketchy. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Honestly though, don't do that. It's retarded. I don't know why anybody would. Let's use our heads here, okay? Now, these blades are only meant to go around 4,000 to 7,000 miles an hour on a saw. This weed eater can go around 10 to 12,000. That's almost 400 miles an hour. What do you think? So any geniuses that are out there that are thinking, I'm going to take one of these, put it on this, and it's going to go twice as fast as it's supposed to, and that's going to cause any problems at all. That's dumb. Don't do that. You might be lucky, maybe it doesn't, blast apart. It probably will. I mean, at some point, they make actual brush blades for these that I'm going to look into buying. You can change just the head on it, or the whole shaft on here can come off. So we'll be looking at that next, because there's a lot of different types of heads, and I think that's versatility is my number one thing. If I can use something for more than one thing, then I sell it to myself much more easily. So like if I can spend the extra money on something that we could use in more than one place or more in one way, then I can justify using it, spending the money to use it. So this is going to be the first time I put gas in it. I don't know what it's going to do. Hopefully it just starts right up. What it should do, like many Husqvarnas, is when you'll prime it, put it on full choke, pull it around 2 or 3 times, and then it'll sputter out. Then you put it on half choke and about 2 more pulls and it should start. For some reason, that's Husqvarna. That's the way that it always turns on. So let me get this thing gassed up and let's see what happens. All right, just one more thing I wanted to point out. So the head, loosen. Then there's a button. You push in that button and it pushes this little detent, and then this comes apart. Now here's the interesting thing that I just found out. So not all of these are universal, not all of them are compatible. But if you look inside, there's a star bit, that's the male end, okay? Now this is the attachment. So this one would be the female end, right? Now, the problem is that they're not all interchangeable. So like still in a couple, I'm still figuring it all out, but I know they're like in reverse, where the attachment has the male end and the motor has the female end, or vice versa, whatever. So if you go to buy one of these or something like this, take that in consideration if you're going to do what I'm going to try to do, which is I'd like to be able to put a brush cutter on here, because I think it'll help a lot, but they're not all interchangeable. So keep that in mind, because I didn't know that at first without a little bit of research. I kind of bought this on a whim. It was the only one around in the town that I'm in that had this quick detach in stock. That was close. There's a couple of hardware stores around, and it was weird because they had all the other models, just not the ones with the quick detach, which was strange to me. Because what I'd like to do is have, you know, a quick way to just go pull it apart, put the new one back on without taking the head all apart, which is what we're going to try to do. I think the blade, like the brush cutter and the chainsaw, are going to be next, given that this starts. So it's gassed up. Let's see what happens. All right, start with a full choke. Okay, that's normal from what I read. So then we go half choke. Try it again. It should be around 2 pulls. That sequence, from what I've read, very normal. That's just how Husqvarnas, when they're new, how they start. Very predictable from what I understand. All right, I'm gonna let this warm up a little bit, then we'll give it a test run. Okay, well, I'd say it did pretty good. If you couldn't tell, this grass, which it's not technically grass, but it's a type of grass, it was really thick. Some spots was super high, and all of the, because we cut down a few of these trees, we still got to get some of these bigger parts out of here to make room for an orchard. But there's still branches and pieces of stuff laying all through this, and this was sort of just part of the test, but like it was even blasting through the twigs and stuff. So I found that interesting, but I think it just speaks to the power that it has. I have to say that I don't have any problem with this little machine. I think it did a great job. I think we're lucky to have it now. And I really like the idea of the attachments because it's got some power to it. So it should make things a little easier, especially with the attachments. But, you know, from one guy that doesn't know everything, I'm just saying as an honest review that I think it's probably worth the $275, $300 that I've seen it on sale for. Seems to work really well. I know I'm happy with it. So if you guys have any questions, critiques, or if you've seen me doing anything wrong, let me know in the comment section. All right, you guys have a good day.